Hey guys, it's Jen here from Nails by Jen. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I am doing some bubble nails for you. Now we have seen bubble nails all over the place, but I recently did a set and they ended up looking like dragon scales. And I had a few people DM me and message me on Instagram asking me if I could show them how I did it. So I thought I would do a couple of different designs for you. So if this is something you're interested in, stick around, keep watching. As always, don't forget to click that like and subscribe for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and let's get started. So for these two designs, I am doing one with a cat eye gel polish. So I'm using this one here from Egoista. It is called 3D Chameleon Cat Eyes number 2. So this one is a color shifting cat eye that shifts from teal to purple. It's super cool. I love this one. I haven't used it forever, so it's kind of fun to use it in this tutorial. And then I've also got a pigment. Now I'm pretty sure I got this from a company on Etsy called Color Craze. It's called Wildfire. And again, I have not used this for like probably a couple of years now, but I think color shifts from like pink to orange. It's kind of like a fiery color. So those are the two colors. Now I'm doing them on already black swatch sticks, but if you obviously are working on a client, you would need to put a layer of some type of black polish, gel paint, whatever. You want to start with a black base. So I've just got these two here. And then I'm also going to be applying some flakes. So onto the Egoista one, I am going to be adding these Born Pretty flakes just to add a little more depth and funkiness to it. These do not have a number. You can just search on eBay or on the Born Pretty store for flakes and you'll see there's tons and tons. I purchased like tons of these years ago, so I have so many of them. And again, this is another Born Pretty one, and this is a chameleon flake, so this one's going to go on the Wildfire Chrome. Again, just to add a little bit of depth. I have a ton of different ones, but this is pretty much the same color tone as the chrome. Now to apply the chrome, you will also need some type of a no wipe top coat. I'm just using this one from KIARA Sky. It's the one that I've been using lately and it seems to work really good, so I'm liking that. And you're going to need a top coat. Now I use the Young Nail Stain Resistant. I have not used a tack-free top coat for the bubble nails, but what I do find is with this one, it's not as sharp or textured after. Some of the ones that I have seen, they look really sharp and jagged. So I really like that this one does not do that. I think once I've had that issue, once or twice, and I've just had to kind of file it slightly just to smoothen it out because it's just too sharp for the client to go home like that. And I do not top coat over the bubble nails, so they are a textured nail. So keep that in mind when your clients come in, to let them know that it is going to be a textured nail. And then, of course, you're going to need bubbles. So I saw Christy Meakin do this little trick where she had the bubble water in just a little bottle like this. So then you can just keep it on hand all the time. So I don't remember honestly what the mix is, but I think she said she did like 50-50 water and bubbles. I know I did not do that. Or sorry, water and dish soap. I know that I did not do that for this one. So just put in some water and some dish soap and shake it up. And as long as you get bubbles, that means there's enough dish soap in there. So that's what I've got for the bubbles. I've also got obviously a magnet for the cat eye polish, gel polish, and then I've just got a little cuticle pusher, and this is actually what I'm going to scoop the bubbles out of the squeeze bottle and put them on the nail. And I've just got a little brush that I'm going to use to apply my flakes. And then that is it. So let's get into it. All right, guys. So for the first one, I am going to do the Egoista cat eye one with the transparent or iridescent, I should say, Flakes from Born Pretty. So we are just going to apply our cat eye, and you guys will see how pretty this one is in the color shift. It's so cool. I have used this a lot of times when I first got it, and with Halloween coming up, I definitely think I'm going to be using this. Now I have, I think, 4 other ones as well, and they're really cool as well, but I haven't used them for such a long time. I have so many nail art things and gel polishes that I just forget sometimes to use things. So I'm just going to show you if it'll pick up in the camera. I don't know if it'll, there we go. If we see how it kind of catches the light there, it's color shifting from purple to teal. It's, oh, I wish it would pick up better in the camera for you guys. Let me see if I get closer, better lighting. Let's see if I can get it to really show for you guys. It is just an amazing color. It shifts from teal green to purpley blue. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I am going to now use the magnet. Now you can do whatever you want. I am just going to kind of push it on either side and then on the top and just create. Now you don't have to do anything at all. You can just leave it the way it is, but I kind of like having a little bit of it, the magnet. So you can also do on top where you do just the line. That's cool, right? So we've got that way as well. As you can see, it's a very cool color shift. So I think what I'm going to do is just do the line on top because I'm digging that. So we'll just do a little line on top. I'm going to pop that in the light. Right, so now I am going to go in and tap some of these flakes in. Now some of these ones are quite large. I don't want too many of them. I just want a few here and there. I don't want to cover up too much of that cat eye. Just a little bit of the flakes here and there. I think I need a few more just over here. Perfect. All right, so now you can see we have both that cat eye effect and some of those cool flakes showing through. So this on its own is a very cool nail. You could top coat this, you could do matte or shiny with this, and it would be awesome. But we are going to do the bubble nails. So what you want to do next, I'm just gonna get rid of this guy here. What you want to do next is grab your top coat, and we're going to put a layer of top coat on, and it doesn't have to be overly thick. You don't want it super thick or anything like that. So we're going to put on just a regular layer of top coat, and we're going to cure that. And then we're going to do the bubble nails on top of that. And the reason I do this is I just find that it's just an added layer of protection, having the 2 layers of top coat, and I don't know, I've just always done it that way. If I'm being honest, I've just always done it that way. So let me see if I can get it to focus just so you can see so far what we have. Okay, so I'm going to cure that, full cure. All right, so now we're going to go in with our second layer of top coat. Again, this does not have to be an overly thick layer, nothing like that. We're just going to go in with our top coat and do a layer. And then we're going to get our bubbles, and we're going to make sure we shake them up, and we've got lots of good bubbles in there. And I'm just going to put this on the paper towel for a second because I need to use both of my hands. So basically, you want to squeeze out the bubbles and place them on the nail. So obviously, a smaller nail, you wouldn't need as many bubbles. So you want to make sure you cover the whole nail as best as you can. Pull them around if you have to, and then you want to get that into the lamp and cure for your full 60 seconds. All right, so once it comes out of the light, you can see there's still bubbles on the nail, and you want to just go in now. Because this Young Nails top coat does have a dispersion layer, I do put a little bit of alcohol or wipe on my cotton pad, and then you just want to remove your bubbles. And as you can see, you end up with an amazing freaking texture. I know I say freaking a lot, but this texture is so cool. And the added, so you can kind of see that line through there, that color shift from the Egoista then you can see those flakes coming through. And when I rub my hand over top, it is not sharp. It is not sharp at all. It's rough and just feels textured, but it's not sharp. If I turn it to the side, you can see there's nothing really pokey, sharp sitting on top or anything like that. So yeah, pretty cool. So just give it a good wipe because of that dispersion layer. You want to make sure you get all that dispersion layer off. And that is that one. So now I'm going to move on to the Wildfire one. So for the Wildfire one, we are doing a chrome. So I'm going in with my No Wipe top coat from KIARA Sky, and I'm just going to apply a regular layer, thin layer, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to rub my chrome in and apply some of those flakes in the same way that I did the other one, but because there's not going to be a dispersion layer from the gel polish or a tacky layer, I will have to add a little bit of top coat on top of the chrome just to make those flakes stick a little bit. So I'm going to get this in the light and cure for 60 seconds. Right, so now that we have our No Wipe top coat cured, I just need to rub my chrome in. So I'm just using my Cocoa and Claire silicone tool, but you can use whatever type of implement that you normally would use. You can use a makeup sponge. I like to use the silicone tools because I feel like you can really add a little bit more pressure and get it rubbed in there very well. It sometimes can be a little more time consuming to work with a silicone tool, but I think that the end result is pretty darn good. So as you can see with this chrome, when they called it Wildfire, they were not kidding. It does look like fire. It's a very cool chrome. I'm just gonna put a little bit of my hand underneath here so that I don't break the tip off. Now I'm going to just really burnish this chrome. When you're working with chromes, you really want to burnish them in. If you can hear, it's even squeaking. That's a good sound when you're doing chrome. You want to hear a good squeaking sound. All right, so I'm just going to dust the excess off. And there you go, look at that bad boy. Isn't that pretty? It shifts from like a pink to an orange. Very cool. So now I'm going to add a little layer of top coat just as some glue for our little flaky bits. Now you can add all kinds of flakes, but what I like about the addition of the flakes is that it just adds a little bit of dimension. It adds a little bit of more texture underneath those bubbles. So I'm going to grab those Born Pretty color shifting flakes, and I'm just going to add a few of them here and there. Nothing major. Again, I don't want to cover up too much of that chrome. Just a little bit of that in there, like so. I might add a few here and here. Just make sure nothing is sticking up or poking out around. Just like that. So I'm going to cure that as well. All right, now it's time to add the bubbles. The fun part, again, we're going to add a layer of top coat. And, well, I shouldn't say it's time to add the bubbles because first we have to add a normal layer of top coat. That first layer, and then we're going to cure it, and then we're going to add the bubbles. Now, I honestly have never tried doing it without this first layer of top coat, but I find I get pretty awesome results with it, so if it ain't broke, why fix it, right? All right, so that bad boy has come out of the light. Again, even on its own, that's a pretty cool nail. But we want to take it to the next level and add our bubbles. So again, we're adding our normal layer of top coat. I'm gonna give that little bottle a shake, get some bubbles out, and place them on the nail. I'm going to get that in the lamp and cure. All right, here she is, right out of the light. Now you can see that I missed a little area of bubbles up there, so you want to make sure when you are applying your bubbles to your client's hand or nails, you want to make sure that you cover the whole area. You will get a way better look, and again, we're going to wipe that off make sure I wipe that dispersion layer, get rid of those bubbles, and hello, look at that. Is that not frickin' amazing? Frickin' is my favorite word. You guys, look at those. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell. I can see where I put those little chrome flakes in here. You see there's some there, there's a few over here. So it does add a little bit just extra dimension. You can really see the flakes on this one, but you guys, those are amazing. Alright guys, thanks again for watching another one of my videos. I know we have seen bubble nails all over the place, but I had several requests, so I wanted to get this out there to you guys, and I absolutely think they look like dragon scales. So I would love to know if you guys have done bubble nails, what kind of elements or little bits of texture have you added underneath the bubbles? What colors have you used? I want to see what you guys have come up with, so if you want to, send me a couple of DMs with some photos into my Instagram, nailsbyjen_Regina_SK. I would love to see what you've done with them. As always guys, if you know anyone else who would like this video, please share it with them. Don't forget to leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. And as always, have an amazing day.